drafted the kid that was drafted in the 4th round when the Raiders took the kid from Michigan State, the Cowboys ended up drafting Dak Prescott. We drafted Miller this year. Am I missing anybody? Tell me if I'm missing anybody. But we'll get to that. I'll ask Navman. By the way, Navman says he's getting ready for the winner. Oh, don't leave me yet. See, I see the eyes. I see the eyeballs. They dropped down from 15 to 11. That sucks. We'll taking that. So how you doing, Nav? I'll move myself over because I know they want to see you. You look pretty with that with that
out here.
with that. Come on.
Hey, does it sound okay?
So yeah, sounds great. How the fuck did they get a safety? Enlighten me.
Oh, fucking damn near was a fucking touchdown. Freaking Rodgers got sacked in the end zone, dropped the freaking football and got back on it. So the reality was that Rodgers threw this dart over the middle like 20 yards, and it was a laser. I'm like, damn. That's an old ass dude with a huge live arm, man. I was like, damn. I do not like Rodgers. Do not get me wrong. No. Man, that shit was freaking a laser.
Do not like him either.
But that shit was a laser.
Would you say it was a laser? A laser.
No, it's fucking
laser. No. I'm doing the old dude from
Yeah, don't do it. Yeah, that's laser. Fucking what do you call from fucking Austin Powers or some
Austin
shit.
Powers. Yeah. You fucking laser guns on the sharks with laser guns. That's what I'm.
No, he freaking threw that shit like a freaking baseball pitcher. That shit was freaking on the money too. I was like, damn. I mean,
so it could have been a touchdown. So they could have actually been down 7-3 then.
Yeah, actually, it would have been 10-3.
No, because they only have 2 points.
Yeah, it'd have been 7-3. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Steelers got 3 right off the get-go. Yep.
Yeah. So this is an ugly game.
But I'll tell you what, I have the solution for this fucked up, stupid Pro Bowl shit. It's actually 2 solutions in one.
Mm-hmm.
One, we hate the fuck Pro Bowl. Does anybody disagree in the chat? Please tell me if you disagree that the Pro Bowl's freaking terrible, right? Somebody disagree with me. Okay, so here's my thought process. We also hate tanking, right?
Mm-hmm.
That intentionally losing to get a good draft pick is cheating. I mean, kind of, right? So, what if you took the national champions in college and replaced the Pro Bowl after the Super Bowl with the last team in the NFL playing the national champions in a game? Would that not discourage NFL teams from tanking? I mean, and would it not be more entertaining than a Pro Bowl?
But and maybe you're not old enough to remember this. They actually kind of used to do that. They had it was the college All-Stars playing the NFL All-Stars after the Super Bowl, okay? And
well, remember, I'm 54, so I do know this stuff.
Okay.
So
yeah, but I was going to say they did do that similarly. Wait, similarly? Yeah, I needed to put another syllable in there. Similarly, they used to do that. But I like now. Here's the other thing, though. First off, no national champions are going to want to do that, and I'll tell you why.
Fuck, I would. I'd be freaking full blast. Full blast. I'd be like,
okay,
but bring them on.
Listen, hear me out. Hear me out. Remember when Florida State got, in their mind, and I didn't agree with it. Remember when Florida State got fucked out of that? Oh, we should have been in the national championship. We were the fourth best team. And they said, fuck you. We're not playing any of our players in the bowl game. And they got their ass whooped by, I think it was Oklahoma or Georgia. Like one of those teams, right?
Like 60-0 or something. It was freaking stupid.
No, just recently, like a couple of years ago.
It was ridiculous. I mean, Oklahoma like smoked their asses. It was ridiculous.
Well, I thought it was Georgia, but it was a couple. It was like 3 years ago, or 2 years ago.
Whoever the hell it was, but it was not even worth watching.
Mm-hmm. But see, that's the point of they're like, if they're the national champions, the reason why I bring up Florida State, and I'm not a Florida State fan because I'm obviously a Gator. And yes, my Gators and my Navy Academy blue golf balls yesterday. They blew golf balls. They got, was it Florida lost by 31 and Navy lost by at least that, right, to Notre Dame.
Yeah, that was tough.
Navy's lost to Notre Dame at least made some sense
for me to watch.
But
so
yeah, well, you at least had. I mean, that was at least the game you were going to watch. I had to watch. Oh, by the way, because I know you're up in Vol land, 95 points against the Mothers of the Poor. Who the fuck is that team that you score 95 fucking points? I'm surprised that they didn't actually have put 100 on them, you know. And I don't know what team it was, but it was Sister Mary's Sweet Jesus of the Poor. Okay, I don't know who the actual team was, but I saw 95. Wow, amazing! And thank you for being here. So we got Raider Paul and Marcus and Tano Raider, all of your crews in here. By the way, if you're not a member of my channel, please come over. Please come over. I appreciate it. Gators bitches better be using Jimmy's. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Gators bitches better be using Jimmy's. I saw that movie too. Yeah. That's it. I don't know about that. That should have been. Oh, I thought that was a touchdown. Go ahead, sir.
Honestly, what Ed just said there, I'm not sure that's a true statement. It's not about him cutting it.
I just.
It's about him being able. The thing about it is, a good OC, like let's say Shanahan or McVay. Name one time where they didn't have players where they could actually put good players at a position to win, right? Chip Kelly's been in a position where it's constantly fucking changing. I don't know what OC could actually freaking make some sense out of that shit. I mean, and then JPJ is another subject altogether. Him getting hurt, I think is a statement piece a little bit, or it's kind of like if you would have put him in his freaking natural position, maybe that doesn't happen. But here's the other thing: the dude is freaking battling and gets hurt battling. You know, so to be perfectly honest with you, our offensive line is what it is now. Because I don't think Colton or JPJ, they will see the light of day on this offensive line the rest of this year. If they're smart.
Now, what is JP? Because I know Colton is probably likely he ain't playing again this year. What was JPJ's injury? Was it an ankle?
Yeah, I've not seen the official word, but I think what I've seen is high ankle sprain, like grade 3, like heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess you equate these days a high ankle sprain is 2 steps from a freaking Achilles. You know what I mean?
Fracture.
So it's
you
know what I mean. So it's a couple steps from an Achilles. The one thing you don't want to do for an offensive lineman is blow their Achilles. So it's I don't know. I'm no doctor. It's all speculation. But all I'm saying is there's no freaking reason. Colton and JPJ just put their ass, just let them get healthy. Just leave them alone. Let's put Grant in there. Let's get these dudes. Let's get them some playing time. You know.
Well, it would be Rodgers because Rodgers is the guard. Grant is the tackle.
But Grant, Grant needs playing time. He really does.
Yes, he does.
So, I mean, now's the time to do it.
I'd play.
Now's the time. Is it not? Time to freaking start experimenting at this point.
Right. I'm the one that said I want to see every draft pick that we had this past draft that's still on the team. Okay, because I know we got rid of Tommy Millott.
So is Cam Miller still on the scouting?
I think
Cam Miller still on the scouting?
Well, he's still on the 50.
Okay.
Yeah, he's still on the. He's still on
the.
Fucking
let him freaking let her rip a little bit. You know what I mean? Come on.
I'm sorry if he's not on 53. He's on the practice squad. He is on the practice squad.
He's on.
So if he's still on the practice squad, right. Then if Cam Miller is there, and anybody else, yes, Ed Winchell, Kelly does deserve to be back next year, but and this is the other thing that Nabman may or may not have said. Chip Kelly is an old school fucker, my way or the highway type of guy, and he needs to learn to embrace the and God, I hate fucking saying this. And the words I'm gonna throw up and the words come out of my mouth.
Change.
No, it's not change. It needs to be somewhat where he can a little bit lessen the bullheadedness with fucking Gen Z, Gen X, or wherever the fuck else these people are. Okay? He needs to learn to talk to them better. Okay? And he doesn't have to suck up to them, but the real issue with JPJ is that he didn't get along with either Chip Kelly or Brendan Carroll, because I don't think it was Pete Carroll, other than he got pissed off when Genty came in and he went to Genty, said, "Welcome to the team. I'm your center." Okay. He should have been the center, but something pissed them off and tweaked them wrong. And JPJ's been in the doghouse since. And yeah, does he need to possibly work on his line calls? Maybe. But now he's got all this opportunity to fucking sit and study and be on the sidelines when he's not in an air cast or whatever, okay, to learn it, okay? This needs to be done. And by the way, I don't care if JPJ is playing center or guard. All you people say, we need to have him at center. He fucking ran over people as the guard.
Yeah.
He was running over people as the guard. That's fine. We need to find a valuable center, okay, to do the center's job. If it's not going to be JPJ, then you put this stud motherfucker next to JPJ, and then you got a center and a guard that can fucking bowl over people. That would be great. That needs to be done.
But I have
and Raider Paul, I don't think we're going to be high enough.
Wait, I have an absolute answer to the last question.
Go ahead.
Can you put it back up?
What? Which one?
From Edward.
About Chip Kelly?
Yeah. Okay. Do me and Capn Jack think Kelly deserves to come back next year? Nobody deserves shit. Number one, nobody deserves anything. In the NFL we are in today, nobody deserves shit. Here's what we do. Here's what we deserve. Continuity. We're sick of this freaking revolving door, and you can't build a team around this shit. So you got to kind of, throw the freaking rod in the ground and say, okay, this is what we got for now. You can't just go firing motherfuckers in the off season, especially your coordinators, Look, Patrick Graham, in my opinion, he doesn't deserve a chance to come back next year either. Nobody deserves shit. So the answer to your question, does he deserve it? No, he doesn't deserve it. That's the answer. My answer. No. We're not getting philosophical. I'm just saying nobody deserves shit in the NFL, bro. I'm just saying we can't continue this revolving door of coaches. We just can't do it. That is not the way to build a football team. And I said build. Yes, I said build. Because that's what we're doing. All right.
Yeah,
agree, disagree.
Shepherd, go get yourself a cold beer. And I just more sugar-free drink. Yeah. But here's what I think. I don't think anybody should be shit canned until, and they did it with Tom McMahon, until such a time that we can prove that you're fucked up. And they got rid of Tom McMahon because we proved over several games that his shit was fucked up. And Tom McMahon was brought into this team because he was a friend of Josh McDaniels, and that's why he stuck through. He went from McDaniels to AP to Pete Carroll because he was the guy, the continuity, right? Tom McMahon got fired because he was a fuck up. He proved that he did deserve the role. Now, the other thing is that the guy who is his assistant and he ain't much better. So we'll see. This is his, what do you call it? He's auditioning for the role. Okay. And I'm not saying we keep our shitty coaches, but the guy who is the special teams coach is auditioning for his job for next year. Okay. Well, he's auditioning for his job for next year.
I will tell you this. Mostert saved freaking McMahon's freaking job last week on Thursday. I'm just saying, by having Mostert in there. He saved McMahon's job. He literally did by himself, Mostert. Why the fuck is Mostert not in the backfield more? For fuck's sake, the dude had the most touchdowns in the NFL in 2023. Give that motherfucker the ball from time to time, would you? I mean, shit. That shit's what's irritating me the most.
He's not playing in the same. He's not playing in the same system he was playing in 2023. That was with the Dolphins, correct?
Yeah.
Or the Niners?
He had the most touchdowns by a running back
Dolphins
in
and Niners.
Miami in 2023. Then he got
and ahoy to you there, Matt. Yeah. So it's either the Dolphins or the Niners because the last two.
Dolphins.
He's a damn good player when he's available. But getting back to the point, I think that Brendan Carroll needs to be replaced as the offensive line coach, and you got Joe Philbin still on the staff. Okay? That needs to be done. And that could be one of these kind of like quiet things where Joe Philbin takes over. You don't even need to fucking announce it. You just say, hey, Brennan, go get some coffee for about 6 months. But watch what we're doing. Okay? You don't have to announce it. If it's one of those things where you don't want to make a big splash, have Joe Philbin do the same fucking thing he did last year when we shit canned the motherfucker we had last year or the year before that, because I can't remember which year
or
that
the
we
year
shit
before
canned
that, or the year
the
before
OC
that,
and the offensive line.
Before that.
Yeah, Joe Philbin was there. Okay, I'm just saying, let him do the job because obviously he's better, and I would still look for a real offensive line coach. If Pete brought his son in here for continuity or for nepotism, which is probably what it was, you know what? If, and big fucking if here, if Spytek has the pulse of the club, I'm not drunk. I just got a lot of burps in here. So if you didn't wondering why I'm doing it like this, okay? If Spytek has the pulse of the club, and if Mark Davis says, John Spytek, this is your job. Okay. And Brendan Carroll does not impress me. Why? Because he's never been an offensive line coach. Never. Joe Philbin has a decent offensive line coach. And even Matt Marinovich agrees with me. Let him take over the offensive line and say, Brennan, you fucking do some job shadowing Joe Philbin. Now, the other Carroll, I can't remember. He's the guy that kind of looks like Dudley Do-Right. You know, he's kind of like skinny with a mustache, right? Or maybe a skinnier Tom Selleck. I can't remember what his name is. But and he's like the quarterback's coach. Obviously, he ain't doing shit either. So maybe you give him a demotion and you go from there, okay? But you can't blow out Geno because Geno plays well when he's not injured to a point. If he has an offensive line that blocks for him, he plays decent when he's not doing the first. By the way, I saw Geno this past game because I was watching TV. I saw him look at two reads. He got first read, and then I saw his eyes kind of swiveled like, oh my God, he does go to his second read because I've never seen that. On a game, I've never seen Geno Smith go to his second read. Maybe it's because, you know, it was where the eyes were, okay? But Geno actually went to his second read against the Broncos, which is awesome. So, and again, for all you that are bitching about, you know, blame that one on Tom Brady because Tom Brady wanted Geno Smith and not Sam Darnold. Oh, well, that fucking didn't work out well. But I was going to say, going back to the offensive line or the offensive coordinator, oh, fucking Rodgers just threw a pick. Boy, he is awful. He's not awful. He might have an arm, but he's got awful. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's pissed off. He snapped his fucking the snap on his. Oh, my God. That shouldn't have happened. Oh, my God. I'm more awesome than that. And why the fuck did I get it? Fuck you, Rodgers. I can't stand. Hey, Rodgers. It's like the old commercial. Hey, Rodgers. Stop being a fucktwat.
I like the Rodgers.
Go ahead.
Sucks. To be honest with you, I kind of like it. I love it. I mean, Tim McGraw made made a song. I like it. I love it when the Steelers suck. Just saying.
You don't love it when the Steelers suck?
No, I like it. I love it when the Steelers suck.
However,
a lot of people in the chat just went, "Damn, you just stuck a song in my head." My bad, guys. My bad. But here's the thing. With Matt and Edward, they're going back and forth with something right here. And here's the thing. Nobody is right or wrong about this. We don't even know. You think about this from the beginning of the season. We've not heard shit out of this locker room. We've not heard anything. Jacoby, especially, none of that shit. We heard that he wanted to be traded. That's pretty much it. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, he got traded, and it actually worked out pretty damn good for us. You know, to wait to a certain point to where someone needed a receiver. So that should tell you something. I should tell you that at least the front office is going, okay, if we're going to freaking get rid of our wide receiver one, which is not going to be a wide receiver one in anybody else's team, we're going to have some draft cap for it. And we got that. So, and I'm good with it. But the thing about it is, between the two of you, nobody could predict what the hell is going on here. Nobody. Because we haven't heard shit out of this building from day one. And you know what? It's a good thing or a bad thing. It just remains to be seen. We can't be critical of one another because we don't have any say. That's what I want the chat to know. We can't be critical of each other on what we thought.
Yeah,
you know, that's. I just want the chat to know. We can't be critical of one another what we thought.
I disagree with what Ed Winchell said. We don't have a wide receiver 1 or 3. That's bullshit, Ed. Mm-hmm.
We haven't had a wide receiver 1 in a long damn time.
I swear it's not my. Yeah, it's not my fucking computer this time. Let me see here. I'll get rid of all of these other looking things.
What are you doing? What happened?
Yeah, because people say computer. No, I only got one fucking window. Well, okay.
No shit.
And the other windows that people. I will put.
Yeah, I must have. Bowers is our number one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it said copying. I don't know why it copied instead of.
And Devontae Adams wasn't that good of a wide receiver 1 either. So I mean,
go ahead.
I would have Jacoby over what I saw from Devontae Adams, because Jacoby was at least a fucking professional on wanting out of the building. So Devontae Adams can go fuck himself. I don't even want to hear that shit. No, Matt, I agree. I think probably should have brought Lockett in there a little earlier, but here's the problem with that. If you bring Lockett
in nation,
that changes the dynamic of what you get for Jacoby at the trade deadline. So I can see that, and I can see your point too. Yeah, we don't have any say.
I'm trying to get rid of some of these things.
Me and Capn Jack don't have any say on what the Raiders do. This chat has no say on what the Raiders do. There is no reason for us to
each other. you're talking. You're talking. Okay, it does in today's NFL.
Bro, you're freaking. Your
is wide receiver, a tight end, a wide receiver. If the if it walks like a duck, it's like a duck. Wait a second. If our best receiver, who isn't so much bigger, because he isn't so much bigger than other wide receivers, because I've seen some big wide receivers, because Thornton is a big wide receiver. He doesn't have a lot of bulk, but he's a big, tall guy. Bowers is not that much than any. Oh, okay, but that kind of proves my point. If Deebo Samuels is bigger than Brock and he's a wide receiver, then why are we saying that Brock can't be classified as a wide receiver?
No,
it's
nobody's
a title. Okay, it's what he maybe wide make more money than tight ends when you go to your agent. But I don't care what he's saying. Ed Wynn saying that
missing some of the messages.
Brock is, and if Brock is number one, doesn't matter what he is. What is it? The mayor and the other kid, Thomas, as our two tight ends. Yes, I know I'm freezing. Okay, because I got rid of some shit, so I there's really nothing I can do about it. I got rid of as much as I could. Even empty the recycling bin right now. So hopefully it'll get better. Receiver one, whether it's tight end or not.
Oh, no question.
Receiver one, but it doesn't matter. If we run personnel, then let Brock be a wide receiver. Let Besh be a wide, and the fucking Chargers are just whooping up on the Steelers, which I kind of thought was going to happen anyway. Okay, and yes, Jack Besh and Dante Thornton, they're wide receivers that need more reps, and they're going to get that. And they actually got a wide receiver in the wide receiver room in Lockett that's going to teach them, okay? And all we need is time with them. Time. And it'll look better. So hopefully I'm freezing up as much. But I don't care. It's antics. You best receivers out there. Brock Bowers is R1. Where we have WR by his name or T1 by his name. He's R1. I don't care. You with me on that one? Okay.
Yeah.
Because here, I mean, Ladd McConkey's designation is, but he's their best receiver, and they got a bunch of bigger guys on the team that are really the wide receiver types. But Ladd McConkey's their best receiver. That's just what it is. That time, and that's what we need to do. We need to, and that is why when our offensive line blocks and Geno has his plays, this team looks a hell of a lot than what it does. And that's why I said, and thank you there, who was Tony Shepard, thank you, and get the beer. Hopefully you had that cold beer. But I'm just saying that if we're thinking that Chip Kelly deserves to be shit canned, I disagree. He needs to establish. Pete needs to establish. Okay. Yeah, actually, that's kind of true with what Matt Marinovich said. Michael Mayer is kind of our number 2 receiver right now. Trey Tucker is actually, I think Trey Tucker is more number 3 than Lockett is. Lockett just came in. Trey Tucker is number 3. Would you agree on that one? Because Trey Tucker's been catching.
I have to agree with that 1, 2, 3, and 4 for sure.
Person that catches more passes.
That's exactly why we're 2-7. Is what Edward said. Agree. When your tight end is your number one receiver,
we're going to go to Mark Davis.
You're 2-7. Yeah, it's just
say.
I mean, he's not lying.
But I remember when Todd Christensen was our best receiver.
Yep.
He was our best receiver, Todd Christensen, and he was a tight end.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but
look it
I'm
up.
not sure he was the best wide receiver.
He
wouldn't Cliff Branch.
He led the NFL. He was our best receiver.
Oh, okay. I understood. You call him WR1
receiver.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Not
at this
he
level.
Led the NFL.
So let's be clear though. Let's be clear.
Yeah,
though.
but I'm just saying.
Now,
that's what I said.
That.
Yeah, don't get the fucking semantics whether he's TE or WR. It doesn't matter. Okay.
I think that's the conversation.
He's our best receiver. And Brock is our best receiver. Todd Christensen was our best receiver, and we're 2-7 with. We weren't 2-7 with Todd Christensen catching the ball. He had the most receptions of any receiver in the NFL during his time. What was it, like 97, 93, something like that? It was a little bit below 100.
Like that.
So, yeah. But
I don't think that's the conversation. Though.
Anything else you got? No, if you want to.
The conversation in the chat is not that though.
No,
it's like the reason why we're 2-7 is because our tight end is our number one receiver. And I have to agree with that a little bit. I really did.
I really think it all comes back down to we have zero offensive line, and with zero offensive line, we can't run, and we can't run plays to the wide receivers, and it doesn't matter who the fuck is catching the ball. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Okay?
And I don't think anybody in the chat is going to dispute what you just said, Jack. I don't think anybody in the chat's going to dispute that. If you don't get the trenches right, you're fucked. It's that simple. Oh.
Not have to get a trade tuck, but my desktop. Issues.
You're about to whatever's going on, your system's about to crash. Something's about to come down.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll figure this out. Come in, anybody who wants to come into the show, and I'm gonna bounce you now just because I want to see if it's that thing.
No,
anybody who wants to come into the show, we'll do
I'm
that.
Bounce out
and then we'll see.
I need to go up and get the stove going. So, hey man, appreciate y'all. Hey,
okay,
happy to be here. Y'all take care.
All right, thanks again, there, Bob, for being here, brother. That's Nav. Okay, so if you want to come into the show, we'll do this. We got an opening. Come into the show. There's your link. Okay, Hot Neil. Quick minute, and I'm glad to see that you're out of the hospital. How you doing?
Thank you, Captain. I'm doing a little bit better. Better.
Okay, good.
You see, I'm a little bit better.
Yeah, you don't look really healthy, but I'm glad that you're better. At least you're out of the hospital.
Thank you.
So what's on your mind, brother?
What can I say? I know you've been fucked up in the games. I know in the games we have messed up, but if you realize we need to put like a drill sergeant in games. When I mean a drill sergeant,
What did you say, Hanya? We need to do what?
put like a drill sergeant
Oh, a drill sergeant. Okay. All right. And where?
in practice.
Okay. To what effect?
Okay, do you remember the movie? Do you remember the movie Major League?
Yeah, I
You
remember
remember
Major
how
League.
you remember how they won at the end because they got encouraged and encouraged and encouraged. That's what we need to put something like that. Somebody encourage them because the
Well,
better you encourage the football players, the more stronger the team gets.
okay.
Because
Hanya, I'm going to let you know this, and a drill sergeant does not encourage people.
I got
I,
encouraged.
well, then your drill sergeant was soft.
No,
Your
no,
drill,
not soft. I'm not saying soft. I'm saying give them an attitude. I know they're not soft because I was in the U.S. Army.
okay. Well, but
Okay, I was in the
to me, a drill sergeant is like in the movie Gardens of Stone.
Yes, I know what it
Gardens of
means.
Stone, right? And the drill sergeant, or I should say, the sergeant major, or even the top in that they weren't encouraging. They had people saying this is the way, and don't get here's your
Exactly.
right in your left. But see, encouragement is
No,
the word there.
remember,
They weren't encouraged. They said these are the
exactly.
rules. Don't fucking do anything but this. That's
But
not encouragement. That's
no,
strictness. That's strictness.
exactly.
Okay.
But remember, Captain, for the funny thing about a drill sergeant is if you didn't listen, what happens? Either you do push-ups or just going to run up the hills. You will get punishment. So, somebody tough enough to teach the football players to be disciplined and will make the team stronger.
Okay. Well, that they should have that on a football team anyway. And by the way, Richie Riche, I'm see that you're snowing. Richie, it'd be nice to have Richie Riche come in with me because I haven't had a show with Richie Riche in years. So if you can come in, it would be nice. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And see, I agree with Jason Down. Encouragement, it was when your mom's there. Come on, son. Let's go, son. That's encouragement. That's encouragement. That's
No,
not a drill
not,
sergeant.
not my mother. Hey, I got news for you because now my mother will have a belt on her hand and says, "Let's do it, or you get a whip."
Okay, well then your mom was the definition of a
And my
drill
mother was
sergeant.
no drill sergeant.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I still that word encouragement. I just is off the top. What else you got for me for the Raiders there, Hot Neil?
Well, what can I say? We lost.
Yeah.
We lost the game. We're basically dead. There's no way we couldn't win. What else can I say, Captain?
No, there is nothing else to say. So what? Okay, quickly. What are your thoughts for next week against the Cowboys?
There's a possibility. There's a possibility that we could win, but again, what could happen? You can't tell.
Okay. Well, Hot Neil, I'm glad you're out of the hospital. I'm glad to see you, brother, and you take care of yourself as well.
You too, Cap. You too. Thank you.
All right. That was Hot Neil who came in, shared some time with us as well. And this is it. Okay. Richie, can you come in? That would be nice. because Richie's my Broncos. And by the way, I want to say this to Richie as well. Yes, I'm gonna pick at this. How many personal fouls should have been called on Broncos players? Yes, I know I'm biased. Okay. We have no offense. Cowboys have no defense. Something's got to get. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. If our offense plays a modicum better, then we'll win. Because our defense is going to go up against a very good Cowboys offense. That we'll see who wins that. If our defense plays the way they played against Denver, it'll be interesting. Yeah, I was going to say there was a couple. I will say this though. The calls that were against the Raiders on the pick play, that was legitimate. The holding call on Besh was legitimate. There was a couple personal fouls that were not called, but that's why I was hoping to see maybe we can have Richie Riche come into the show. But if you'd like to come into the show, hit up, please hit up. And that's why I'm saying for all of those that are on what is it? For all those people that are on Navman's channel, okay, hit the link because you might not be able to see the link, but that I'll put it up again because you can't get all of the different things that I'm pushing out because you have a different view. Okay. So there it is. Hit StreamYard. Navman can do it. Why? Because he has my channel. If you're here and can't see it, I'm going to keep that up. And good to see Richie Riche. I'd like to see more people come in. And yes, they just beat the living piss out of Gino. I don't want to say it was like a Siragusa flop. And it wasn't Greenlaw, it was Roach, I believe is his name. Roach kind of belly flopped on Gino after he got hit, where he got hit with the quad injury. Okay. And yes, I was looking for him. And I hate, I'm like, the Raiders should have won that game. My estimation. But I'm going to keep that up. So please hit the link. For those that can't get the link, it's because you probably don't have. Come over to my channel, okay? It's in my YouTube. But if you need the plug it into your computer, then do it that way. That's why I'm keeping it up there. But you did notice that when Hotneil was there wasn't really any bubbling issues. You know, I wasn't. There was no lag. I don't think I was crashing. It always seems like when I was on with Navman. Always when I'm on with Navman, it always seems to happen. But maybe just Navman's connection with my connection. Yeah, and I agree, Matt. The Donkeys don't have a lot of offense, but they had one good drive, and they had the field goal kicker at the end that they needed. And they won 10-7. Raiders had 2 touchdowns. One was taken off the board. Raiders had one long play that was taken off the board and one possible long play, but Thornton dropped the ball. So if you'd like to come into the show, please, it would be great to have you in. I'm gonna keep it on for a little bit. I'm gonna see if anybody else wants to come in, but yeah, we're a little early tonight, but that just means that we can actually go to bed early. But let's see if there's anything here. I don't see anything on my phone. Got a couple people I got to get back with. Okay. Yep. Nothing really. If you would like to come into the show, if you are watching on Navman's channel, please come to Capn Jack Rackham Levy. Capn Jack Rackham Levy. This way you can hit the link, because we got, like I said, there's a lot of people on Navman's channel. Got Jason Downs. There was, who else was there? Tano Raider 16. And, I know Ed's here. Tony Shepard, which had a beer and he left. Good for Tony. Who else was there? Chewy was in and out. There was at least two or more people. I'm trying to go through. Gage Bentley, yep, he was here. And it'd be great to see if you were here, but you can't get the link. Please come over and get on my channel so you can see it on my channel. You can continue to watch on Navman's channel, but you don't see the link. I don't know about keeping. And Raider Paul says draft Mendoza. Mendoza is probably going to be pick number 1 or 2, pending what the combine is going to show. But he looked great yesterday, didn't he? He looked great yesterday or Saturday. Keep forgetting. Yeah, Saturday was yesterday. So he looked great. I didn't see what Sellers did. I mean, there are plenty of quarterbacks. Doesn't matter. You need the best offensive lineman. And by the way, we drafted an offensive lineman in the first round a couple years ago. Remember him? Alex Leatherwood? Boy, that boy just was horrible. Out of the league. So we dropped the ball there. So you better get an offensive lineman that's worth the salt. You need another tackle and you need another guard. And I would still like to say, I want to see Lockie. I banging the fucking drum to get Lockie Tossie in there. But anyway, it doesn't look like anybody else is going to come in. I'm going to end the stream because I want to keep it at under two hours.